Hi Cancerians, welcome to your August monthly horoscope chart. I'm Anisha. Welcome to my channel on astrology and tarot. I'm going to be looking at your astrology generic horoscope for the month of August. We have Mars that is there in your house of communication. This is also the house of sibling, the entire August. And we also have Venus over here. This is a time to be having open conversations. It's a time to be speaking your mind. If you have been hesitating to have maybe a certain iffy conversation, it's a great time to be doing so. There is a lot that could be there on your mind. There is a lot that you may be wanting to share, Cancerians, and it's a good time to be doing that. Any conversation that you need to have, you have to have it now. Also, your mind is going to be much more active because Mercury is there, and you could find that your mental faculties are really at their best. Great time for intellectual pursuits, great time for mental projects. Also, it's a good time for a lot of you to take frequent breaks from whatever it is that you may be focusing on, because too much of mental activity or even too much of the mind working can also cause anxiousness. So try and keep that in mind. You may also be a little bit more scatterbrained than usual, and you could also be picking up multiple projects at the same time, and it could be quite a task keeping a track of those projects. And also for some of you, you could become involved in your neighborhood community. Either you could be dealing with younger people, or you could also be learning to start something new. On the 8th, we have a new moon that is set in your house of earned income, and this is brightly lit up. It is speaking about new beginnings as far as maybe a job is concerned. So for those of you who have been looking for a job, it's a good time that you may hear something positive. Also, try and watch your sweet tooth during this time as well, Cancerians. On the 12th, we have Mercury and Mars, which is joining Venus, and great time again to be learning something new, focusing on your health, and try and not to be overindulgent, Cancerians, as far as food is concerned. On the 17th, we have Venus that is moving into your house of home. So maybe some of you are renovating, maybe there is some good news, maybe some of you are welcoming a baby at home. For some of you also, it could mean that you are starting a creative project, something that you've really been passionate about. And on the 22nd, we have a full moon that is there, and full moon is joining Saturn and Jupiter that is there in your house of power struggles. It's also the house of transformation, and Saturn has been here for a while. So with full moon coming over here, something could come to a fruition. It may be that either this specifically affects your partner's income. It can be that your either partner is finishing a project, or your partner is putting finishing touches to a creative project that he's been working on. In some cases, it also speaks about alimony, it speaks about divorce, it also speaks about separation and money, and generally wealth being divided and distributed. On the 23rd, we have Sun that is joining Mars, and Sun is going to be illuminating your house of communication for the next few weeks, and it's going to be focusing on a general busyness and movement in your life, Cancerians. And you could be exploring and searching, making connections, and paying attention to your immediate environment as well. It's a good time for a lot of social interaction, and a lot of you could be doing that. You could be interacting a lot, you could be networking, you could be meeting up with people as well. And also try and give people a little extra attention during this time, and notice their efforts on your behalf and acknowledge them. Display a lot of gratitude during this time, Cancerians. And also, for a lot of you, you could be quite curious and alert than usual, and you could also be busy with running errands and paperwork and phone calls, and there could be some amount of socializing involved as well. Much energy is going to get expended in understanding and adapting to your immediate environment. Maybe your immediate community where you stay in, you could be making it a better place to live in. You could be making it more green, or you could also be helping out with the stray animals that are there that require constant care, and you could be taking up that role as well. Siblings and neighbors and close relatives and co-workers normally play quite an important role during this transit, and it's a situation, Cancerians, where you're going to be having you could be having a finger in many pies. So it could be, that you could be feeling scattered. There's maybe a lot on your plate, but it's also quite a conscious decision on your part to almost sort of dive into multiple projects. On the 24th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of joint finances, and on the 30th, we have Venus that is there in your house of home. So beautiful. Again, Venus is coming back. It was there mid-month. It has moved, and great time to not just, I would say, beautifying your house, but for a lot of you, you're going to be really after romance. You're not really interested in the boring part of relationship that is there. You're craving some excitement, you're craving some drama. In fact, for a lot of you who are peacefully either married or in a stable relationship, you could be spending your time watching a lot of reruns of old romantic movies during this time, and there could just be a sense of wanting to feel very safe, wanting to be protected, and also and there's no place like our home. And Cancerians, you rule it. This is your house. So there could be this extra urge to either, for those of you who are in a place where you can nurture others, you could be nurturing either your family, but there will be a sense, a need to get nurtured, to get pampered. And also during this time, a family member could introduce you to someone quite exciting, someone who could be a romantic potential for you. And it can also be that this person is somehow in some way involved in, could be, say, an architect or interior designer, or even a caregiver. For a lot of you, you could be beautifying your house. You could just be making it more comfortable. The appearance of the house could be quite important to you, and you would just be busy shopping and making your house like a nice comfortable nest. And you could also have quite an easier time dealing with your relatives, and especially your mom. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. I'll see you again soon. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Bye for now.